So I'm going to be talking about Lars's and Bianca's relationship. This was a romantic relationship, and I think it's important to discuss it because it's very different than what people normally think as communicating. Um, it's it's important to talk about things that are different from us to understand and not like automatically write someone off because their communication styles are different or the way they choose to express things are different. I'm going to be talking about active listening, nonverbal communication, and the stages of romantic relationships. Nonverbal communication relates to this heavily because Bianca was nonverbal because, well, to everyone surrounding them, Bianca was nonverbal because she was a doll, but Lars also had to be an active listener and was a very good active listener to Bianca and everyone surrounding him. I'm going to be talking about the stages of a romantic relationship because we see them throughout the movie. So, nonverbal communication. Bianca couldn't talk because she was a doll, but Lars understood her, and everyone else understood her. So, like, her mode of communication was nonverbal, but it was like understood throughout the town that she's talking, but it's not verbally because she can't. Active listening. Lars was a very good active listener to Bianca because he understood her and would communicate what she's telling him to other people. And he was a very good active listener with the doctor and his brother and the girl from work, Margot. He listened actively to her whenever she was talking about breaking up with her boyfriend at the office, but he didn't really talk much, so active listening came kind of easy to him, I'd say. But the stages of the romantic relationship, we saw all of that. And they bonded over what Lars would fabricate in his mind. But they started out strong, and as the relationship progressed, they kept it going strong for a good bit. But then as Lars was coming out of the delusion, he started saying that, oh, she's getting sick and she's dying, and this was his way of terminating because I believe that even though he was in a delusion, he knew that he was coming out of it, and Bianca had no real way of cutting it off, so Lars fabricated it in his mind that she was sick and dying. So, but it did very much follow the developmental model of, so the initiating would have been him buying the doll and him hyping himself up in the garage to unbox her and take her to his brother's house, and that's what him buying the doll initiated it. Experimenting, we didn't really see much experimenting because he kind of there was a time skip, and he didn't really we didn't see all that, so we just saw him bringing him over to his brother's house. Intensifying would be all the time they spent together, and his family and the town like accepting the doll, and that would be what intensified it. Integrating would also have been the town and his family like accepting the delusion. And then later in the movie they started differentiating, which was Bianca going out and doing things in the town and being a teacher and all that. Stagnating, they didn't really stagnate, they kind of like argued a lot, but the avoiding was the arguing and him saying she's sick, and then terminating was him saying that she was dying and dead. This teaches us that just because someone's communication styles are different doesn't mean that we should completely write them off, and writing them off would be more unhelpful than helpful. And I kind of learned what not to do in a relationship, sort of, whenever they were like fighting and stuff. Like, he was talking about I shouldn't need a schedule to see my girlfriend and all that. Yeah.